Hello YouTube, it is Mr. Maclunkey here, SWGoH's #1 Vance fan, back again for uh, another round of GAC. This time 3v3 GAC against MD. I was doing a little bit of scouting over here in terms of what they have and what they don't. I am seeing Understar on the fleet side of things was the first thing that I noticed. A little bit less of an investment in fleets. Just kind of flipping through here. I did want to double check. I didn't notice because I know they do have 7-star punishing one. B-Wings there. Rogue One. Okay, so they do have Rogue One. I just wanted to check that out there first and foremost. In terms of datacrons, pretty heavy investment, it looks like, in the focus datacrons. A few pretty solid level 9s. So yeah, definitely a lot more invested in datacrons than I am. A little under invested in ships. Quite the collection of GLs here. R9 Pirate King Hondo. Not necessarily sure how I'm going to engage with that. I'm seeing as well some of the kind of core strong tunes showing up here. Let's see. Just kind of flipping through. So yeah, it looks like this one potentially is going to be a bit of a trickier one. Lower GP, but definitely a lot lower investment in ships. So I am anticipating potentially a little more difficulty clearing some of these tunes out. Taking a look at things here, I did go a little bit heavier on the ship defense here, and I am seeing defense on the top side is a little lighter. Also, not doesn't have datacrons on every unit, which I think is interesting to me. Down on the bottom, definitely very solid and strong team down here, which is making me wonder, because initially I saw like the lack of datacrons and I was like, they have a lot of datacrons. Did they maybe forget to update their defenses? But looking at the bottom, I'm like, they definitely at least updated this bottom one, because they have Pirate King Hondo and then the new datacron. So not really sure exactly my best approach here. So I know they've got some pretty annoying looking things to deal with there. So I was thinking I might just try and start with the top and see what kind of my best bet is to clear some of this out. So I know in threes, the Revan team works a little bit differently and is kind of a little bit more of a pain to clear out. I think Gungans can do it. And I don't think I'll want Gungans for something else. I'm going to try the Gungans, see what they can do here. And I don't have my Gungan datacron anymore. Yeah, look how slim my offensive datacron suite is. Let's see if there's just anything. Give them just a little bit of something here. I don't think I've actually gone up against this team before, which is kind of a little bit surprising. So I'm not sure exactly what the best strategy is here, other than just trying to get some damage in here on Revan. Okay, he's gone. I'm pretty sure he's the main thing to really worry about. I'm just gonna throw this on auto. That's a nice clear to start things off. He's got kind of two of these Jedi teams, and I'm trying to remember. I think I put Reva and a lot of my Inquisitors on defense here. I know Tuscan Chief is a massive pain in 3v3s. I know usually Gas is not really great banners, but is a relatively easy, relatively cheap clear. I'm seeing no Datacron, relatively low relics. So I'll probably just throw the 501st on here. I know 5 and Rex is probably like my best bet, but I think I kind of want to save them and then throw Echo and Arc on here. Just to be kind of economical. But that might come back to bite me. We'll see. This is actually not looking too bad here. I didn't need to be that nervous about that one. Alright, in terms of Qui-Gon, so I know a lot of the times I'll just kind of throw Inquisitors at that. Looks like Gungans potentially would have been a good counter too. I want to save a lot of my Galactic Legends because he doesn't have Cam, and he doesn't have a Datacron on there. Looks like Pretty Patrol, the good old PP boys, should be able to do this. So we'll give this a shot. Alright, not bad. Alright, so there's not any Zetas on Jedi Master Mace. Relatively a lower relic. I kind of want to save Malgus for later. I definitely want to save Bane. And no Zeta on Ayla either. So protection up is kind of annoying. I'm wondering if maybe like a lesser Inquisitor squad could work here. Potentially even Great Mothers maybe, but Great Mothers might be good to save for something else too. In terms of Inquisitorius, could run something like this. Give him a Datacron here. Give him a fairly decent one. I think this could work. Take a gamble on it. Step out of the way. Alright, I lost one. It's not great. great. I feel like Deppa has a lot of the damage oops, on that team. Plus she's the only one with the Zeta. I feel like she was a good person for shoot. That's not great. Getting stun locked here. I'm going to submit that for the 1 point. I feel like that'll be easier to mop up even if it is preloaded later. And then, let's see, for Afra in threes, I feel like I have not seen Afra on defense, especially not in threes, since she lost her Datacron. So I'm also not necessarily sure what a good counter is to her. I just know looks like the Jedi, a Jedi team, like Jedi Knight Revan alongside a couple others can make pretty decent work out of her. Is 000 the... I know they're not, neither of them is particularly great, but is 000's... 000... Yeah, I mean that's not the best one there. Let's see, Relic 5. She got 2 of her Zetas. I might go for this. Try and do something. Do I want to use Cal yet or not? So I could hypothetically go for something like this. I don't necessarily want to use that Datacron yet. Might go no Datacron and just see how this goes. Let's try to focus. Here. Alright, not bad. I think that's why we usually don't see Afra on defense. Something cheap to get rid of Jedi Mace. I might throw some pirates on here. I don't know what I'm going to use these guys for really otherwise. Ayla off. Not super clean, but pretty good. Looks like they have Leviathan as their defense ship, so they took 2 The others on offense. Looks like he's got triple Geos out there. In terms of Leviathan, I'm going to have to look up the negotiator counter to Leviathan, because I feel like that's one that I usually struggle with. I do know that a 6-star Leviathan should be a lot easier to beat than that. I'm going to do Chimera, and then do Empire ships. Go ahead and do the tie lineup. Take this. So I do know his Vulture Droid and the Hyena Bomber were a little bit under geared earlier. Scouting the roster. That sucks. Defender out here. That one taken care of. Let's see. Oops. Could just go for a mirror match. GAC that I use a fair bit of improvement on. Alright, clear it out. So I'm gonna get back to Leviathan because I don't remember the specifics on that counter. I've heard for Hondo, he is definitely a bit of a tricky one. I've heard Leia might kind of be the best bet here. So I am going to at least give it a shot. Drogon and R2. Let's see. Crit damage might be a good thing to have. Okay, cool. That's gonna be huge. Alright, so at least in threes, it looks like Leia do a pretty decent job against this guy. Does mean that I do not have her available for Rey, which I think is the other kind of big, kind of challenging sticking point here. So he does have Ezra on Rey, which I think is going to be a massive pain. I am going to try SLKR, because I know he does have this Datacron, which is probably going to be a pain in the butt, and I don't necessarily have like a specific targeted Datacron for this. But I still think it's probably going to be my best bet. It's running something like this. Let's see. That's protection. I don't know. Alright, let's give this a shot. I'm a little bit nervous about this one. It's been a while since I've used SLKR on offense here. Alright, that's not great. South fast. Okay, that's a little better. I'm gonna wait to ult. Ult. Oh, I almost botched that. Okay. Well, those were the two big defenders that I was really worried about. I know Saw is going to be a pain in the butt with that Datacron. Kyle doesn't have Zetas, so that at least helps a little. We have the Sortie Datacron up to level 8, so that is going to be a little trickier. Those are both for like 5, though. I was going to say, that makes Wampa a little tougher, but I feel like this is still doable. I feel like this might be a little easier in threes. Go straight for Java. At this point, just basic. Hope that I can kill Jabba before he gets ult. Okay. Well. It takes a lot of things out of that there. Lord Vader. Lower relics on him. Doesn't have like his specific datacron. He does have the Zeta or the Omicron, which is kind of annoying. Hypothetically, Bo-Katan Mandalore might be able to take him out. Let me see, out of who I've got left here. See, Bane can, but I kind of want to, if possible, use those as two separate counters. So I could go in here. Something like that. I could give him this thing. His health, armor, penetration. The ability to assist. Could do something like this. What's the datacron have on it? And then, I'm trying to remember, let's see, what he gets from this. Offense, percent hold, okay. They gain the permanent one. Oppo is active, immune to taunt effects, okay. I'll give it a shot. This is looking a lot nicer here. Alright, cool. Saw. So we're in threes. We've got the nice datacron. We have Luthen on board, and we have Kyle, but is a lower investment Kyle. This could be a Darth Bane thing. This could be a Seer Junda thing. Just given how annoying that datacron is going to be, I think I'm going to use Bane. I'm going to send him in with Christopher Lee. Let's see what we can do here. Well, he didn't last very long. The stagger is annoying. This make me nervous. Shit. Okay. So that's not good. Dang. I don't want to waste C on that also. I maybe should have sent C in the first place. Solo Java. Trying to think. I'm trying to remember what a good cleanup team is for Java based on this. Seeing Veers, Piet, and Dark Trooper potentially. Let's see here. I think I'll give that a shot. Seems like some people have had success with it, some people not. But we'll give it a shot here. Doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Damn it. Well, that doesn't seem to be going in the direction that I want it to. Tap out of that. It's always too good to be true. Should I use something a little heftier for this? Might do the UFUs. Where is Seer? Did I put Seer? I might have put Seer on defense. I'm forgetting all the teams that I have placed. I could do JMK or I could do C here. Alright. Throw Watt, and we'll do Sith Empire Trooper too. Where the heck is he? There he is. Do this. Protection attack on here. Hopefully I can last long enough to get another lightning. There we go. Alright, not a perfect GAC by any means, but see, I know a lot of the time, like Fennec can do like a solo job of cleanup. I think CLS can potentially do it. Oh, Dr. Afra. What am I even thinking? Man, being sick has really wrecked my brain because Afra's right frickin' here. That should not have taken that long to realize. Stop dodging all my stuff, dude. There we go. Finally get him to assist. Come on. Oh man, that was dumb. Alright, and in the back lines, he is hiding some kind of annoying stuff. SLKR. What does this one do? I mean, hypothetically, I mean, he doesn't have the focus datacron. I wouldn't have the focus datacron for this either, but like, I don't even really have much of anything in terms of datacron here. Let's see if this works. Okay. Damage immunity. I need to read stuff better. Damage immunity is annoying. Okay, we're looking to be alright here. Not the best, not the worst. I feel like that was the highest threat there. Alright, and then Balin in a 3v3 situation. I think JML has pretty much got that. Do not have enough datacrons. Bad. Okay. So Finn, it looks like Zori is a little bit lower relic, but he does have the datacron. I think this is what Malgus is going to do here. Do Malgus. Do this kind of a setup and maybe set something up for something else there. What are his datacrons looking like? Because I should also be able to use Great Mothers here. Should go through and think. So regular Vader, not Lord Vader, with his Datacron in 3s. I feel like he's not as big of an issue. Grand Inquisitor with, I think that's 7th and 9th, right? Yeah. Seventh sister and ninth sister. I feel like Treya should be able to do this. And then something like this. What does he have on here? I'm gonna do this without the Datacron. I'll save the Datacron for another fight. So that leaves me with Darth Vader and then Finn. So I think Finn I am going to use Sith Empire. I think I'm probably going to go for something like this. I'll save the Datacron. Then Lord Vader, I think I am going to go for, let's see, probably a Great Mothers. Night Sister, Elspeth, and then I think Spirit. I'll give them my last Datacron. Bad. So that leaves me with this. much just got to give this everything I've got here. Hope that I can pick out enough to make like multi-shot if possible. Alright, well that's good. How am I looking? Should be able to do this. Let's see. Okay, cool. That was easier than I expected it to be. So definitely flubbed on a few of those battles, but I feel like I have a very strong defensive lineup here. We'll kind of see how this goes. Still adjusting to the new meta, especially in a 3v3 environment. I think he is going to struggle with the triple defender here, because he just has his Executor and his Profundity, so we'll see how he does with that, if that trips him up or not. In the back line, nothing too crazy, so here's hoping he flubs it. I will check back in tomorrow before I post this video, because I did just show all of my defensive backlines. So I do not want to post this early in case they are one of my subscribers. But anyway, this is Maclunkey signing out for today, and I will check back in tomorrow morning and see where things stand. Hey YouTube, back again the following morning. Gonna take a look here at how things shook out. So only 180 from him here. Looks like he cleared quite a few teams on the bottom zone, but got stuck. Looks like got stuck on Ray. So that is a nice hold there. Used two teams. Didn't preload, didn't really do any damage. So that's good. Looking up top, looks like one battle against Lord Vader that he, again, flubbed on, and then didn't even bother trying with any of these other teams. So I think it's pretty safe to say that this is a win here. I'm going to go ahead and finish editing up this video and get it posted. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see how things go in round 2 of the 3v3 GAC. Thank you.